Abnormal 001. Hell Spawn. Threat Assessment Rank 1. Abnormality. Nightmare Projection. Report by Dr. J. Knight Holler, Level 1 Classification Employee, and Dr.
Redacted.
As of writing this report,
Redacted.
masking code. Hell Spawn is 15 years of age and 145 centimeters tall. He has black irises and black earlobe-length hair. He has fair skin with freckles on his cheeks and a scar under the right eye. He weighs 40 kilograms and is of slight build, appearing undernourished. His parents confirm he is the youngest sibling of 2, with a seemingly normal elder brother. Hell Spawn is an extremely volatile individual, this much evident after many interviews and meetings, each lasting between 10 minutes and 6 days. He is prone to entering a berserk state at unpredictable intervals. The first signs of his abnormality were intense hallucinations and nightmares experienced by his family, experiences later verified by attendants D. Nightingale, Level 3, and K. Hopperfult, Level 4. Civilian authorities were alerted to the child's presence by their neighbors, Mr. and Mrs.
Redacted.
a couple in their late 40s. They reported a disturbance on June 19, 2018, stating it had occurred between 0400 hours and 0500 hours. They described screams and loud crashing noises emanating from the house, a suburban residence with 3 bedrooms, 300 meters away from their own. The parents stumbled from the front door, in states of obvious distress, carrying their elder son. Agents received auto alert and were dispatched to investigate the scene, arriving within 30 minutes. They observed the family on the front lawn, Hell Spawn glaring fixedly at his parents, who were vocalizing but seemed unable to move. Agents noted his skin was a bright red, and his eyes a sulfuric yellow. When agents attempted to intervene and placate the boy, he turned his stare to them. They later described their sensations as pseudo-hypnotic, and each began to experience hallucinations of a hell specially designed for me. These visions continued for approximately 50 minutes for the agents, but close to 2 hours for the family. The child collapsed unconscious, evidently from exhaustion. Agents were able to calm and silence the family, as well as the witnessing neighbors. Secure transportation was summoned, and the child detained at Facility Row. The facility elected to commence Procedure Alpha for the first time. This constitutes the first confirmed abnormal since Dr.
Redacted.
first predicted their existence in connection with Project Noah.
Section redacted.
Regarding the child's abilities, they were the first rigorously documented of their kind. Tests conducted by Dr.
Redacted.
and Dr.
Redacted.
proved that his abnormalities are of psychic typology, as defined in the Abnormality Classification Index, codified in Memo 434-3D. Dr.
Redacted.
team concluded that the boy has the ability to use a person's fears against them by manipulating the person's sense of reality, and dubbed this ability nightmare projection. However, the ability is not merely projective, as it presupposes the prior ability to sense the fears of others. The child is able to accurately determine a person's greatest fears, though only conscious ones, and simultaneously project a coherent impression into their sensory cortex. Note that this does not necessarily require the child to enter a berserk state. Both abilities operate within a field, extending outward from the child's body in all directions. It reaches at least 80 meters in a non-berserk state, extending to at least 130 meters during berserk periods. The act of projecting is physically draining and cannot be sustained continuously for more than approximately 3 hours before loss of consciousness. However, the limits of projection intensity and number of simultaneous affectees has not yet been ascertained, and the latter may be unlimited. A further oddity is the bodily transformation the child's body manifests during projection. His skin becomes a lobster red color, with splotches of a darker red hue, with blood of the same color sometimes observed seeping from major orifices. Internal bleeding has been noted during projections, and during extended projections, severe internal hemorrhages can occur. However, there is no sustained damage afterwards, suggesting a rapid recovery rate. His resting blood pressure is 113 mm Hg systolic and 80 mm Hg diastolic, escalating dramatically to 350 mm Hg systolic and 190 mm Hg diastolic. The skin temperature rises in tandem and has reached 85 Celsius. MRI and PET scans show that he has a new formation in his brain, above his limbic system, resembling a glandular organ, provisionally dubbed the projection gland. Its placement is plausibly responsible for documented memory problems and likely exacerbates emotional instability. Projection intensity correlates linearly with the amount of blood flowing through it. The child experiences non-epileptic seizures, with the working hypothesis that this is a further effect of the gland placement and/or function. He has a window of 30 minutes to prepare and possibly prevent a fit from occurring. No cause can be found for the change in eye color during projection. The search for a mechanism is ongoing. He exhibits destructive tendencies and displays violent sociopathic behavior. He has shown no signs of unusual intellect and tests at an average IQ score of 110. He possesses no technical or strategic insight, but has great psychological intuition and is highly manipulative during sessions with doctors and other caretakers. Additional recent findings suggest the material nephrite is capable of blocking the child's field. Thus, a room lined with nephrite has been constructed to house him. Psychiatric evaluation has provisionally given a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. However, the child's manic episodes are extremely rare in comparison to his depressive episodes. His mental state appears to affect his ability, with manic episodes lessening his field and a depressive episode increasing it to almost 95 meters. These variables are being studied and further research is being conducted. Note from J. Knight Holler. I think the kid is one of the few abnormals we need to be careful about. He makes you see things that shake you to your very core. 6 agents tried to kill themselves and 2 agents succeeded. The researchers are hopped up on anti-anxiety and antidepressive medication for the past 2 weeks. This one, I think it's a lost cause.